And welcome back everyone, welcome back to Take on Mars. We're about to begin day number 2. It is 05:47, so it's coming up to about 10 minutes to 6 in the morning, Cydonia Mensae time. So the itinerary for today's workday, day number 2, we're going to use the new 3D printer to print out 2 RTGs. We're going to need an extra set of cables, so we'll print out a cable rail, connect it all together, get the drill working as well as the soil extractor. And then, once we've got it all connected and powered up, we're then going to use the 3D printer again to print out a medium tank. And a medium tank can hold 9,500 units of resources. I'm going to start filling it with silicon oxide. Silicon oxide is the chief resource we need to build printers for those big glass sides. The big 3D printer needs the large glass sheets, and they take up twice as much of the silicon oxide resource as the small printer parts that we've already done. So that's our 24 today. Now, of course, filling the silicon oxide tank, 9,500 units of it, going to take quite a number of days probably. So as we do get the resources, we'll print out another 2 medium tanks at least and put iron oxide and aluminium oxide rather than just throwing it away, because we do get offcuts when we're actually doing silicon oxide from soil and rock samples. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Let's shut the door. So we'll start as soon as the sun comes up. So it's just about to break dawn here on Mars. Okay, let's head out. We may need the atmospheric extractor, at which point we need to take some samples. But because I'm not quite sure, we might need some plastic. And for that we need some nitrous oxide, which is a bit problematic to get all. It's not difficult, but it is quite a lot of messing around. We won't be getting enough electric charge just yet, but we'll take a look around. We certainly be getting electric charge because I'm laid on the side, that is for certain. Turn the lights off, and actually no, we'll leave them on. They don't take a lot of electric charge anyway, so whoa. Okay, so night vision on. So we know we need to reset the drill. I'm hoping we don't need the atmospheric extractor, but if we do, we're going to need to, as I said, need some to take some samples of the atmosphere first. So I've got 1 cable left here, so we're definitely going to need another cable reel, that is for sure. Let's move this over here. Because I know we'll need at least 1 over here. Now the same thing, I've already said this, it would be a nice idea to be able to remove parts you don't need anymore. Like empty containers, empty reels like this as well. Okay, so what do we have on the extractor? Yeah. So we left it at the end of the last episode, day 1. Obviously it didn't fill the barrel before it ran out of power, which is pretty obvious. It would be a good idea. I've already said this back in Habitat, but it'd be a good idea to get large the refiner as soon as we can. But right now, I don't think we need to do anything like that. All we need to really do is get enough silicon oxide to start building the large 3D printer. It's a good idea to do that now rather than messing around. Having to stop every sort of handful of parts you build in order to gather more resources to carry on. I think we'll fit this down. That's not too bad. Just so we can clean the panels, because that would have helped. Okay, so as we start getting some decent power, we will start with printing out the first of the 2 RTGs. Get at least one of those connected. Okay, it's going to be a while though. It's going to be at least, I would say at least an hour before we get enough power coming through. Okay, so that's the 2 solar panels redeployed and cleaned. We're not getting a lot of electric charge through, which is pretty obvious. And then think about it, the cables aren't long enough to attach to the 3D printer, the new one, which we need to be able to use to print out the 2 RTGs, the cable reel, and the medium tank. So obviously I need to sort of reorganise this. So I think I better bring the solar panels down here, the junction box and everything else, so I can connect the 3D printer to the electricity grid. So I'm going to have to do that right now. Okay, so solar panels transferred to the new location, just a few feet over here. So they will continue to charge their own batteries. So you actually need to connect these to the grid. So that's quite a relief. Okay, I'm going to attach the cables. Once they're connected, we'll shift the entire junction box and the other cables over there as well. Okay, so junction box down. Let's connect the 3D printer. Okay, not too bad. I'll let's have it a little bit. Obviously, later on we'll have it a little bit tidier. But right now it'll do. Yeah. Yep, bottom one. No, not that one. Okay, so what are we getting now? Probably not much more. I've got 10 watt hours. It's charging at 60 watts. That lasts about, well, it won't even last 2 seconds, even with the 3D printer, which isn't too, it's not too greedy on electric charge. But the joules and the soil extractors certainly are, and the refiner is pretty greedy as well. That's about a kilowatt. Okay, nothing we can really do except continue. Okay, so first of all, I think we'll see just exactly what sort of resources we need for the RTGs. Incomplete. Some panels are edges. Don't think it is, unless it's counting the access ramps, which I'm pretty sure I didn't need to do before. Okay, never mind. We'll do the. Oh, it's a bit awkward. If I missed the glass panel out somewhere. No, I don't think I have. So we need 3 access ramps. Oh dear. Okay, so we need to power the small 3D printer over here and print some of those parts out. We'll fit them. And then we'll see. Okay, what do we actually need? We need another... Oh, dear me. Okay, we need to unload this from the barrels. I've got a few barrels attached. What do we need from them anywhere? Well, actually, tell me, will it? 'Cause it's not powered, you Burke. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I did a medium printer before. I didn't need to use those, sort of make those rails. I need to fit those. So obviously you need to. Pretty sure you didn't need to before. But never mind. Okay, so I need to take the balls out of this. Take it over there, we can actually plug it in. So the cable will actually reach it. And then we can start making the rail. I'm pretty sure I didn't need to make those before, but we'll stop. We'll stop questioning. We'll just get on and do what we need to do. Okay, let's plug it in. Let's take a look. Yeah, rather awkward there. Pretty sure I didn't need to do the rails before, but the access ramps. Okay, so power. Oh dear me. Yeah, so we need plastic. So to make plastic, we need nitrous oxide. So hopefully we won't need to print any of those out just yet to the large refiner. Because the large refiner, as far as I know, is the only one that can actually do nitrous oxide. I might be wrong. So we need 90 aluminium, 60 iron, 80 silicon, and 15 silicon oxide. We should have enough silicon oxide left over. We've got about a barrel of that. We should have plenty of silicon to do two of the easy. Got easy 80 silicon, 60 iron. Maybe. We should have another couple of barrels back in the cargo pod. Aluminium, absolutely, definitely. We've definitely got enough for at least two of those. So that's what we're going to do. So as soon as we get electric charge at least, we shall begin. So pick up the RTGs, put them down there next to the solar panels, wire them in using the existing cables. And then we're going to have to try and get some plastic, which is a big, big headache. Okay, the sun is getting rather low. It is 16:24, 5 seconds off. And we're about to finish day number 2. So we needed plastic. We already knew that for the extra power cables. Unfortunately for the plastic you need nitric oxide. To get nitric oxide you need a large refinery. We already knew that, but I didn't realise I'd made the printer slightly too small. So I had to extend the printer by one extra sheet. One extra length and width. So instead of actually going ahead and storing all the silicon oxide that we got on iron oxide, I decided not to do that. I've got the 3 tanks here for it anyway. I decided to actually start working. It took that long to get the silicon oxide. Yeah, so you're hanging around for the soil extractor and the drill to actually do the job. So I might as well just use it. So I'm starting to build the large 3D printer and the large sheets here. I've got 10. So we're going to do a 10 by 10. Each one of these is 1.6 meters. So it should, 10 by 10, should give us well over 10 meters across. 11 or 12 meters across, actually. So I do a square of 10 by 10. And I've got an extra cable reel just there. I had some extra plastic. I did a full barrel of plastic in the end. So I've used most of it on the extra cable. So I did 2 extra cable reels. I did 2 extra RTGs on top of the 2 I was going to do. And what I'm going to do tomorrow, first thing as soon as the light comes up, I'm going to take the large drill that I've already printed. I did the large a large drill, a large atmospheric extractor, and a large soil extractor, as well as a large refinery. I noticed the solar panels and a single RTG weren't enough, so I'm going to do a drill site basically where it's nice and rich, which is up here. I'm going to have to walk all the way though, but if I leave the drill where it is, it's just not getting any resources. It's too low in rock resources. The soil extractor's doing fine, but the drill is struggling. So first I'm going to do tomorrow is, perhaps I might even do it tonight. after I finish recording. So I'm going to take the large drill just here. No, it's that one. I'm going to take it up onto the hill. I'm going to deploy it with the 2 RTGs. It's got 4 barrels attached to it. We've got plenty of empty barrels, that is for sure. And you see the soil is full again. That's doing quite well. It's very simple to get silicon oxide, iron oxide and aluminium oxide from this. Through the large refiner. Just leave it going. We do 2 barrels of it at once, which is nice and handy. So that's the end of day 2. Making decent progress. Running around quite a lot. I've been in quite a few times into the habitat to replenish the oxygen. No needed to eat or drink. I'd have drunk. The character has drunk. A little bit of water each time we've gone in, but food's not necessary. But we will obviously eat before the end of tonight. Okay, so there's the 2 RTGs. 2 sets of cables, just driving the drill basically, because otherwise, as the temperature goes down, it'll become less and less efficient. Which I noticed that at the poles. It's 306 watts right now. It's not too cold, but at night time it will drop once the sun goes down. So you see, it's been here for quite a while and it still hasn't even filled up 2 barrels. So I've been using most of the times for the silicon oxide I've used over there. I've actually used it from the soil extractor. But that is the end of day 2. Not quite. As I said, I'm going to take the drill and pop it up there before I go in. But that is the end of day 2's episode. So at some point we hope, once we start actually motoring, getting stuff done on a big scale, we actually go off. Once we get the truck, the 3D printer up and running, we get the truck, the pickup truck, and we'll go for an exploration day. We'll forget about building anything, we'll just go and see if we can find this damn face. Because I can't seem to see it on the map, I've already said that. So that's what I'm going to try to do. So tomorrow, day 3, will be spent putting the rest of these 3D printers together. And obviously we're going to need to go and fetch the barrels from up off the hill. Once I've deployed the drill up there, bring it all the way back down, refine it on the large refiner, and pop it into the tanks or use it. We'll probably end up using all of it, so those tanks probably won't be needed. Not just yet anyway. Okay, that's the end of day 2. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to click like, it is appreciated. If you do enjoy the content, any content on the channel, please do click the subscribe button, and also please share the content. That is very much appreciated as well. If you wish to leave a comment or ask a question, you're more than welcome to do so. But please remember, I do have a moderator, so we'll go through the comments and questions before they get enabled and also passed to me if you need an answer. My apologies if I don't get to you. I do try to get to people as quickly as possible, but sometimes I do not have the time. So hope you understand. Alright, don't forget we have Discord, Facebook and Twitter. You'll find links to all of those platforms on the banner front page of the channel. Alright, once again, thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next episode where we get to with day number 3 of Cydonia Mensae. In the meantime, as always, take care and bye bye.